Hi guys, Chris and PJ here live in the Dream Giveaway Garage.
Happy Wednesday, sir.
It's Mailbag Monday, PJ. How dare you call it Wednesday?
It's like Taco Wednesday.
Is it a Taco Tuesday? Okay, so Mailbag Monday is 2 days late this week, but better late than never. And we're going to get to your questions. If you got some questions that you weren't able to get in, just go ahead and ask them, and PJ will add them to the list.
Yeah, we'll just keep working this, and we'll see if we can get anybody here to get on the list and ask some questions.
There we go. Hope you guys are having a great week. Standing in front of the 70 Chevelle SS 454, the LS6 car. That one of these questions will come up. Actually, a letter that we'll share with you guys later in the show. So, man, so many great things happening here. The 57 Chevy, I heard it firing up today. I heard the Ford GT firing up today. Heard the Z28 cranking up. Good stuff happening here at Dream Giveaway. And it's a beautiful time of the year. If you guys would like to come visit us, get on your bicycle, your airplane, your car, whatever you have. Come visit us in Largo, Florida, Tampa Bay area. The weather is beautiful. We'll give you a private tour. We'll even show you some top secret stuff. That'll be coming up. Right, PJ?
Yep, absolutely.
First question comes from Cindy and Jerry, who always contribute to our mailbag show. Is the 69 Judge the rarest GTO? So, PJ, if you spin that camera around that way to where you see Win Me, you'll see that that is a Matador Red 1969 Pontiac GTO Judge, one of about 400. So I'll tell you a little bit of the backstory on that. When the Judge was announced and when production started, I believe it was last week of February of 1969, there was only one color that you could get the Judge in. And you probably all know the color. It's called Carousel Red, but it looks orange. Well, about 3 months into that, I think the Pontiac wanted to boost its sales numbers. And they said, okay, no longer is it just Carousel Red. You can order any color in the catalog, even special order colors. And that's how that Matador Red car, which I believe was built in June of 1969, came about. They made about 400 of them. That is nowhere close to the rarest GTO Judge. So what is? Well, one guess would be the 1969 GTO Judge Ram Air 4 convertible. Ram Air 4, you ask, what's that? Well, that is the high performance 400 cubic inch round port head. That's the race engine. And that was rated at 370 horse and probably underrated. That was the biggest numeric number next to the phrase Ram Air you could get from Pontiac. They made 13 of them. That's super rare. What's more rare than that? Well, the 69 Trans Am convertible, they made 8 of those. But there's something even more rare on the GTO. And you'd have to look to 1972 for that. Now, rare doesn't always mean desirable. And by 1972, the magic of the muscle car era was kind of waning. So people weren't buying GTOs and Chevelles like they used to in 1970 and in 1969. But that's where this rare GTO comes in. Because in 1972, there was a post coupe, a 455 HO post coupe, meaning that there was that post between the front door and the back. Not the back door, but let's see.
Like this one doesn't have it.
Correct. This one doesn't have it. Imagine a post right here on this A-body. 455 HO 4-speed post. They made 3 of them. That is the rarest GTO.
Why would they only make 3, Chris?
That's all that were ordered.
Oh, all right.
It wasn't a very popular body style with the posts right there. People like that openness of that door to the rear here and the post here. The racers, however, like the post cars because they were more rigid. So they're a little bit, they wouldn't flex as much if you're taking them down a quarter-mile run. Only 3. So now you know.
Did it help with safety, like having a bar there, or if it rolled over?
No, it just didn't flex as much. Not as much as a safety issue as you may think.
Gotcha.
3 of them. And by the way, I would have guessed Ram Air 4 convertible. I had to look it up, and then I learned that there were 3 of the post 455 HOs. Okay, from Mike Green, are these cars street legal? Ready to drive cross country like a new car? Well, it depends on the car, right? And depends upon your gas card.
Yeah, right. Well, all of them, I guess, they're all street legal. You could take
They're
them
all
all right now, yeah.
They're all street legal. There's not one in here that is not street legal. What makes a vehicle street legal? DOT, tires, headlights, tail lights, windshield wipers.
Working
Sorry.
horn, I don't know.
Working horn. Where's the Roadrunner? We better go check that horn. So, yes, everything is street legal and checked here. But when you ask for something like the Ford GT, that is a museum car. And those tires on there are over the recommended DOT lifespan of 5 years. So would I drive that Ford GT all the way across the country? I wouldn't. And come on, it's a Ford GT. Now maybe you're doing the Cannonball Run. I'd still put fresh tires on it. But you could take something like this 57 Chevy that we got from Earth Motor Cars. I would take that all the way across the country.
You
and
would
that,
take this
that
all
would
the way
be a
across the
blast.
country.
That would be fun. Street legal, fresh rubber, everything set up, even air conditioning. Fantastic car.
All right.
So there's the answer on that. Doovie Sky TG would like to know, if he wins, can he travel with his wife and daughter to claim the prizes there from Indiana? Tell them what we'll do for them, PJ.
Well, if you're the winner of a Dream Giveaway prize, we're going to set you up with a hotel here, and we're going to fly you in round trip, or 2 one-way trips, depending if you're going to drive your prize home. So yeah, either way, we're going to set you up with an airline ticket down here and a hotel stay.
That's correct. So yes. And here's the thing. If you say, well, Chris, I live in Orlando. You're not going to fly me from Orlando to Tampa.
Although that would be pretty impressive, I have to say.
That would be impressive if we did that. In lieu of putting you on a plane flight, if you want to drive on down, get a trailer, if you're picking up a classic, drive back, we'll cover your fuel expenses, right, PJ?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll reimburse that. So your choice. So next one, let's see this. David Phelps would like to know, is there a prize package dollar amount maximum? And if so, how much would that be? There's no freaking maximum.
Yeah, is he talking about like if you go on the website and you're looking for ticket packages and you're looking for the maximum on that?
No, I think he's talking about the value of the prizes. Is there a maximum saying, oh, well, that prize package is too much. We're not going to offer that because it's too high of a value.
Well, we probably have, right? I mean, we probably haven't looked at certain cars because they're just crazy expensive.
But if we really wanted to give away a car, even if it was crazy expensive, hello, Ford GT,
Eleanor.
we would do it. Eleanor, now you just mentioned 2 Fords.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd do it. So no, there is not a set cap that, oh, that prize package is too much. We can't give it away. We look at the prize package itself and how cool it is.
Right.
Okay.
And how it would do with our audience.
That's correct. Before we go on any further, we're going to take a break. We won't do this every week, but today we're going to do it. And PJ, why don't you do a title card there? We have a letter of the week. And I am just so excited by this letter of the week that I'm going to read it to you guys. Let me pull it up here on my phone so that I have it. And here we go. You ready?
Let's hear it.
And this comes from Mr. Thomas Jarvis. So, Mr. Thomas Jarvis, thank you for your wonderful letter to us. Just when I think you can't do any better, you come up with a 69 Z28 with cross ram and a 70 Chevelle SS 454 LS6. The black plate Z with a beautiful color combo is wow. And he put an exclamation point on that. The LS6 color is just as beautiful, and the interior is outstanding. And both with M21s and consoles, you just can't get any better than that. I can't wait to hopefully see them in my climate-controlled storage garage under their California car covers. Keep up the excellent work.
Oh, I love that.
I love that.
That's great
If you
stuff.
have a letter that you would like us to consider as our letter of the week, please send it to Kathy and she will send it to us.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's keep going. Can you re-explain what a half-year car like the 69 and a half Roadrunner is? Let's go over there.
It's like a half of a car,
Half of a car? No, half of a year.
half of a year.
While we're here, let's see if the horn is street
I'll
legal,
take
PJ.
this- I'll take the early part of the year.
Let's see. Street legal horn? Meep, meep. I love it. All
Good
right.
Stuff on this road.
So to understand what a half-year model is, you have to know some backstory. So back in the good old days, and I'm going to put this right here if you guys don't mind. New car, model car introductions would come out in September, preceding the calendar year. So the 69 model year would come out in September of 1968. It was a huge deal. Days before the internet, the dealerships would line their windows with paper, like with brown paper, to mask off the new cars that were coming into the showroom floor. And then on that day of the new model year, they would take down that paper and then you could see all the new models right there in the showroom. So it was always September of the year preceding the model year. So September 68 for 69, September 69 for 70, so on and
Could
so
you
forth.
order it right down in there and get the car? So it's 4 months ahead of time.
No, you'd have to wait for the new car introduction and then you could order.
Because nowadays you can get a 2026 now. I mean,
But it's October.
right. Well, you could even probably do it. I don't know, probably in May or something.
Well,
like
they're
that now.
not as strict as they used to be. But still, the new cars models usually come out now, September, October, November. So what's a half mean? So let's take half of the year from September and we end up in March, right? So if a vehicle was introduced January, February, March, or April, or even later, it was called a half-year model. And that's what happened with the 69 and a half Roadrunner. This one didn't get introduced till what, March of 1969? So we're already half of the model year into 1969. That's why they call it a half year. What's another really, really famous half-year car? How about the introduction of the Mustang on April 17th of 1964? Think about it. New Falcons came out in September of 1963. So did the new Galaxy 500. So did the new Thunderbirds.
How does something like that happen? Getting to the point where, we can't get the car finished, and it's, the year's already gone by, and we don't want to wait a full year, and now that it's ready, we're just going to push it.
Sometimes it is a production delay that pushes it to a half-year introduction. Other times, it's an idea that comes out after the launch of the model year, like a special limited edition of the car, and that they are trying to rush to market and still capitalize on it being part of the current model year. So which happened for the Mustang? Probably a little bit of both. So the 64 and a half Mustang is another example of that, or the 70 and a half Camaro and Trans Am. That's another example. In that case, there was a strike at Fisher Body. They were having a tough time getting that new body style built and passed QC, and they had to move that launch date all the way from September 1969 to January or February of 1970. So if you hear people say 64 and a half Mustang, 70 and a half Trans Am or Camaro, 69 and a half Roadrunner A12, now you know what it means.
Very impressive, Chris.
Wow. I didn't know my brain was filled with all that.
And now ours is.
Yes. Someone wants to know, they didn't leave a name. How do I know this is legit?
What do you mean, you?
I'm legit. The car is legit. We have 170 winners. We have winners who are law enforcement, who are active and retired military. We have charity partners, again, veterans, children's charities. And if after all that, you still don't believe that What I'm showing you is not AI. And why don't you come visit us at the Dream Giveaway Garage in Largo, Florida? We'll let you sit in the car,
Or just watch our award ceremonies,
watch the awards ceremony.
especially our last one. You know,
Oh, yeah, the Harley one
Yeah.
at OCC Roadhouse in Clearwater.
yeah.
That's all live action stuff, legit. Here's another point you need to know. Companies that aren't legit are going to fall by the wayside. Might last for 6 months, might last for a year. We've been doing this since 2007. We're legit.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Again, anonymous. May Canadians enter? PJ,
Not only can they enter, Chris,
they can win.
they can win because we've had 2 Canadians already win.
Correct. We had a 70 Ford F100 truck that was red.
New Brunswick,
Correct. And we had a GTO.
Ontario.
GTO from Ontario. The only province that cannot enter. Quebec.
Yeah.
Or
all those-
Quebec, if you pronounce it either way. And that has to do with those provincial French hybrid laws from a billion years ago.
If you're from Canada, you know that pretty much everything
Different in
that's,
Quebec.
Quebec is different, yeah.
That's all I got for questions. Any more here?
No, we're good.
Wow, this was fun today. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. More great fun, more great action, more great grand prizes. It only happens right here in our favorite place on earth, the Dream Giveaway Garage.
See you next time, everyone.